A lot of people misinterpret eating clean as avoiding carbohydrates at all, but that is nonsense. Eating clean has nothing to do with carbohydrates alone. And as a matter of fact, if you are avoiding carbohydrates, thinking you're trying to eat clean, then you are walking backwards. Everybody needs carbohydrates. It's a very good source of energy. And if you're a lifter and you don't eat carbohydrates, your muscles won't feel that full. If you're lacking carbohydrates, you will feel this lightness of your muscles. Therefore, carbohydrates allows you to feel this fullness of the muscle. However, what exactly does it mean to eat clean? In this video, I will be sharing with you 4 quick tips that can explain to you what it means to eat clean. Number 1, focus more on foods that are fresh from the farm or from the field. The aim here is for you to reduce a lot of processed food. You have to focus more on food that are almost at their natural state. The more the food is on its natural state, the more healthy and nutritious it is. But the more it's getting processed, the less healthy it becomes. So you want to focus more on food that are more on their natural states. Food like vegetables, food like potato, food like grains. All these foods are more on their natural states. However, food like oatmeal is slightly processed. Food like frozen vegetables is slightly processed. Quinoa, these foods are still healthy in as much as they are slightly processed. I'm not talking about all these other food. However, focus more on foods that are on their natural state. Number 2, consume more of food that will let your body do more of the processing. This kind of alludes to the first point. You want to avoid so much processed food. So how you do this is by you reading the labels. Any food that has above 5 to 6 ingredients on them, then it has undergone a lot of processing. Any food that has hundreds and thousands of ingredients on the label, that is why it's important to read the label. Read the label of any food you want to buy, any produce. If the ingredients has more than 5 materials in them, then it's more of a processed food. That is how you know foods that has undergone less industrial processing. So focus more on foods that allow your body to do more of the processing. That is the way you know that you are eating clean really. Number 3, avoid artificial flavors / sweeteners. Listen, the aim of artificial flavors, the aim of artificial sweeteners is to get you to keep craving for them. And one thing about this is when you keep eating excessive processed food, you now damage your taste bud. You no longer value natural flavors. You no longer value natural ingredients. Your taste bud does not really understand or know again the good nutritional value of natural food and ingredients. That is why you have to avoid artificial sweeteners and flavors at all cost, because these products are not doing any good for you. They are only tricking the part of your brain that will keep craving for these junk foods, and they don't have any solid nutritional value. They don't fill you in properly, and as such they leave you craving for them all the time. So leave out any artificial sweeteners and flavors. Number 4, and lastly, macronutrient balance. And this is the key factor when it comes to eating clean. If you don't know, your macronutrients is your protein, carbs and fat intake. I'm not saying you should spend all your time tracking your macronutrients, but it's key when it comes to eating clean. You have to make sure you balance your macronutrients on a day-to-day basis. And most of the times people ignore this part, thinking that they can just take in anything they want. Listen, the more you focus more on balancing your macronutrient intake, it will help you balance more of your healthy eating. This is all about eating healthy. You have to balance up your protein intake, you have to balance up your carbs intake, and as well your fat intake on a daily basis. It's not something you do on a weekly, and this is the key factor. As I said, no matter what you're trying to achieve, whether you're a bodybuilder, whether you just want to lose weight, you have to make sure that you incorporate clean eating into your diet. It's not just all about doing it for its sake. It's a more healthy way to consume food that can help you reduce ailments, that can improve the body heart function, and also keep you in good state all the time. I recommend you always eat clean at all costs. Alright guys, this is it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, you can drop them in the comment section and I'll make sure I review them and give you your answers. Like and subscribe, share the video. I'll get back to you on the next one.